Welcome to Book Club The Yappening, a podcast where we discuss every and all things we've read and some of us haven't read, in a safe place where we can yap about life in general. In the description, you'll find links to our Fable, Instagram, and Discord accounts. Please follow for more yapping in different styles. For a warning, we will 100% be spoiling this book, so please pause, go read, and come back to yap. Read the trigger warnings before continuing on. Welcome back to the Yappening. Our office. Well,
Studio. Yeah.
Permanent recording location.
Yes.
And it's going to update slow as we go. It's to help improve sound quality.
Because we know you guys care a lot about the audio, and we care about you.
Yeah, we care a lot about you because you care about the audio. We care about the audio too. Let's be fucking for real.
We do.
Yeah.
It's just the silly sillies.
The silly sillies. Oh, my ring.
Oh,
I fell off. Yeah, Nick, you have a two-parter for us.
I do. Where's the first part?
I wanted to say your mom, but she is not the first.
Now I'm confused. Was there not a first part?
No, he's.
Oh, my bad. My brain's
being
broken.
silly.
Oh, and then a side note, too, because I believe the first part was filmed downstairs. There are going to be a couple more videos that are filmed downstairs, but...
Because spoilers, our videos don't come out in the order that we record them.
As in most YouTubers and everybody else who do things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I'm sure, you can tell where we are based on how my hair looks.
Give up. Why?
Did it go between?
Yes, you threw it in the gap.
Nick, you need to scoot closer.
No, it's okay. We'll just leave it.
She doesn't want you closer. She said don't get any closer to me.
I just can't be...
I'm used to it.
I don't know why. I can't even fidget right.
I don't know if there's a wrong way to.
Clearly. Okay, anyway. Back to the schedule.
Girl, when I was playing with these at my day job, I was crawling all over the floor trying to gather them back up. So don't even.
We're like fucking animals.
Yeah, we need our chew toys.
Okay, all right. The floor is yours.
Okay, so the first part of the whole book is very dense with both My Little Pony lore and Fallout, and I really only know the Fallout lore, so I'm doing my best to kind of make things
make sense.
Yeah, the original story was 620,000 words, and I'm trying to get it down to a manageable length.
Only 2 are going, yeah.
Mine is being fed directly into OBS because it can only handle 3 digital inputs at a time.
Got it. I just gotta check you because sometimes you wreck you.
I appreciate it. I wreck myself if I don't check myself. So I'm just going to do a little recap of the first part and to fill you in, and if you have any questions, let me know.
How many words did you say it was?
620,000 for the original, and there is a sequel called Project Horizon, not written by the same author, that is 3 times as long.
Oh my god.
And I don't know if I'm going to do that because that is an undertaking.
Project Horizon, is that Equestrian too?
As far as I know, there's no Fallout Equestria 2 by the same author, but this did spawn a lot of spin-offs, a couple of which the author has given their blessing to be canon, and I don't know much about those yet.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so Little Pip, Unicorn Mare, born in Stable 2, underground dwelling, built to survive nuclear fallouts, or in this case, megaspell fallouts.
Uh-oh.
It's magic.
Man.
Yeah, magic and not nuclear energy, because ponies have a hard time with nuclear fusion for some reason.
Who knew? It's the hooves.
It probably is the hooves. Some of them do have... The unicorns have telekinesis, so I don't know.
I pick up things with my mouth.
Sometimes.
My mouth is my hand.
My mouth is my hand. My horn is my hand.
Okay, so Unicorn Mare follows Velvet Remedy, another unicorn mare who Lil Pip has a crush on after Velvet Remedy escapes the stable, not wanting to... it's a prison, basically. Some people see that as protection from the outside world. Some see it as a cage. She meets Calamity, a gunslinging rogue. They both find Velvet and take out some, slavers in the process. They made a steel ranger named Steelhooves, who's definitely not a ghoul, undead zombie, but not necessarily bad. Feral ghouls are mindless killing machines, eating machines, pony machines.
Zombie.
No, but he's encased in armor and he's totally chill. When we left off, Pip had gotten a merchant arrested for past criminal behavior punishable by death. Pip was hoping she would just get a discount or something for, a reward. Everyone up to speed so far?
Yes.
Okay. So they reached 10 Pony Tower in Manhattan so they could talk to DJ Pony, the voice of the wasteland, bringing the truth no matter how bad it hurts. And I made a joke that I was actually DJ Pony. It turns out that it is Homage, the unicorn mayor, who is supposedly DJ Pony's assistant. DJ Pony has never actually been seen inside 10 Pony Tower because they are Homage. And that is because DJ Pony, very freedom fighting, also ghoul sympathizing, and people in 10 Pony Tower don't really take kindly to that. So, trying to separate the two sides, keep them in the tower, keep the radio show going. Homage just says, hey, excuse me for a second, goes up to the microphone and uses her magic to turn her voice into DJ Pony's right in front of Pip. Pip gives Homage some records that she found, because there's only so much music in the wasteland. Homage doesn't have the information that Pip is looking for, which is on the slaver Red Eye, who is kind of the overlord of Philadelphia. But she thanks Pip for the information and the records, and together they dance during one of the new songs. Homage gets a little greedy and asks Pip to find even more records. She knows a place where she can find some if Pip can take on some manticores. Not a problem. Pip speaks to Monterey Jack sitting in jail. He defends himself, saying he's an honest pony till the end, even if it means his children becoming orphans, because he stayed true to his virtue. Which, honorable, but also, they're your kids, bro. Like, come on.
They're your kids, bro.
It's kind of selfish.
Yeah, but he can't say he was never dishonest, which, sure.
I guess.
You're a child abandoner, but okay. Cool.
Even the guy who said the world was round and they threatened to kill him said it was flat so he could still live.
Yeah, that's true.
Pip thinks of DJ Pony bringing the wasteland the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. But Homage also pretends to be a different pony than DJ Pony, so she can still stay in and broadcast from the tower. Quote, sometimes being honest means knowing when not to be.
That's true. That's so true.
That's fucking true.
Yeah, you can be too honest sometimes.
Yeah.
Pip hears Velvet Calamity, a free drag queen name to anyone who wants to use it, discuss Pip's addiction to party time Mentols. They raise your intelligence, perception, and charisma.
Okay.
So Pip feels like she's a better pony, but she's addicted to taking them. She takes them to stave off the hangover she gets when they wear off. Like, these are going to wear off soon. I don't feel it yet, so I'm going to take one right now so I don't. Which,
yeah.
Well, that's not a problem.
If you're doing a hair of the dog pretty frequently,
you're going to have a hairy dog.
Yeah, I feel like hair of the dog is specific to, like, vacation,
yeah. 10 Pony Tower has actually really good medical ponies working there and a great rehab program. Pip just overhears this but thinks that she's not addicted. She's not hurting anyone. In fact, she's a better pony when she's on them. She feels betrayed that her friends are talking about her behind her back.
Okay.
The group goes looking for records and they split up. Velvet complains to Pip about Calamity the entire time in that kind of way where it's like, oh, isn't he the worst? He smells, he won't bathe, he's always sweaty, his muscles are too veiny, my steak is too juicy, my lobster is too buttery.
Oh.
Until
I'm hungry.
All right, let's go back to Stinky Calamity.
You can have another milk puff.
Oh, good. We're saving myself a din-din.
Until Velvet suggests that maybe she should find herself a nice mirror instead. Maybe one that's always had a crush on her.
Ooh.
Aww.
Pip erupts, saying she doesn't get to toy with her emotions like that. Like, Velvet knows that she's always had a crush on her and just there's a level of joking that can be handled. Like at one point, Velvet makes Pip uses the line I said in the first one about her barn door doesn't swing that way,
Oh yeah.
and so Velvet uses that and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna tease you like to hell and back for that, for a line like that," and like that is acceptable. Saying like, "Hey, there could actually be some kind of chance between us because I'm upset at my kind of boyfriend right now. Not cool."
Yeah.
She finds a statue that increases her intelligence wrapped in the forelegs of an earth pony. She finds a computer terminal of that pony's final moments. It's one of the OG ponies, Pinkie Pie. If you remember the first one, she was the creator and also addicted to party time Mintalls, to the point where Twilight Sparkle, another pony, said, "You get help or we're not going to be friends anymore." And of course, friendship is magic, so what are you going to do?
If only it was like that in real life.
Yeah.
Right.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of just pain and turmoil. That's dramatic.
Sure.
Not true.
It can be, though.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Yeah.
In a memory orb, or maybe it's just the audio logs. Nope, I referenced the first part, which I just did. In the audio log or video log, Pinkie Pie is holding the statue Pip just picked up. I think it's Twilight Sparkle's statue. She says she's going to get help tomorrow. She has her friend's statue, but she would really like it if her friend would come with her because she's really scared. But then the message doesn't go through because at that point the mega spell hits and the world basically ends. And as you're just like, here's like in my mind an animated pink pony like pouring her heart out to like I just want to I don't want to lose my friend. I will do whatever I have to, and the message doesn't go through because the world has just ended.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Pip runs across a mare she and Calamity saved earlier in the first part, and a mad ghoul doctor who gets got by said mare. I wrote that really quickly, but the mare gets a hold of Pip's poison dart gun and takes the ghoul out. And
Okay.
she saves the day. Pip returns to Homage, and I don't remember writing this. Pip returns to Homage and goes, "You got hooves and a lot of pies. Do you think that there's an MLM out there, meaning mare loving mare?
Oh.
One preferably her size who might like me?" Homage is undersized just like Pip is, and goes, "I might." Pip goes, "Oh really, who?" She repeats, "I might."
Oh.
Oh.
Love that.
Which begins a game of make Pip weak in the knees. It begins when Homage makes Pip weak in the knees. It continues when DJ Pony says increasingly high numbers over the radio in the middle of broadcast like it's a number station. But it's just Homage counting and keeping very accurate records. As accurate as her tongue.
Okay. Does it get spicy here?
Okay, it cuts away. It's
Like a closed door scene.
Probably
Yeah.
for the best.
yeah, like one moves down the other's body and then cut away. But then they joke about it the rest of the book, and it is wonderful.
That's acceptable. That's acceptable.
In the last episode, I mentioned Pip was seeing a green streak in the sky. That is a balefire phoenix. It's a phoenix, but radioactive. Velvet befriends one when she rescues it and names it Pyrolite. It joins the party, so they now have a little companion.
Wait, a radiated phoenix named Pyrolite?
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
Yeah. If you remember, Watcher is someone who hacks into sprite bots and kind of is guiding Pip along the way.
Okay.
They were the one that brought up you need to find your virtue, find your place in the world and what you stand for. Pip asks Watcher if virtues are enough. They say there just needs to be a spark to ignite it. Quote, "Those virtues I'd come to realize weren't great on their own. I had seen dark, stunted versions of many of them. Silverbell's mirthless, sorrow-born laughter. God was a griffin. Just for people who had forgotten, it's been 2 weeks for us.
I just listened to it yesterday.
Oh, fair. God's loyalty to contract and coin. Monterey's honesty out of desperate self-image. I almost collected the set. In addition to XP and sweet, sweet lesbian ponies, they receive a flux reactor from Homage that Calamity can install in a sky chariot, making their traveling easier. They can now fly through the sky because he's a Pegasus. Homage says it's interesting that she's working with the Pip is working with a Steel Ranger. They're difficult to work with. Just like the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout, they're interested in collecting old world tech and hoarding it instead of doing anything useful, like helping ponies in need. Like the Blackwing Talons, who send out a distress signal because they're in distress. Pip pops a party time mental.
That's like a tongue twister over there.
A little bit. And tries a previous trick on the Alicorn enemies where they hold out a memory orb that you can like get sucked into the memory. You bring close to them, they think, oh shit, there's a grenade next to me, and like accidentally activate it. But they react as in like, you're not going to fool us a second time. Did that Alicorn just say us? And so they have like a hive mind thing going on. You fool me once, can't fool me again.
Can't get fooled again.
Exactly. Very hive mindy. But you know how Pip hasn't killed them? Pulling a pin from a sack full of grenades within the Alicorn shield and then getting on the other side of it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Direct quote, I mentally noted that I would have not chosen the word horny to describe the Alicorns unless Blackwing knew something I didn't.
Well, you know. Who's to say?
I will say, all of the Alicorns in this area, like part of the hive mind, all mares.
Nice.
Okay. Feel more power?
Kind of cool, kind of not. The Alicorns use a spell that makes their enemies have heart attacks. No mess.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Okay, then I shan't.
Don't give me a heart attack. Don't give me a heart attack.
The Talons mention Sheriff Rottingtail, a ghoul trying to get into 10 Pony Tower using tunnels underneath the building. Also, the distress call is a reference to Riley's Rangers in Fallout 3, and Sheriff Rottingtail, I don't know the ghoul's actual name, but that's the plot point in Fallout 3.
Got it.
Which I recognize that there's no like Alfred 10 Pony analog, which is fine. He's a dick. Watchers doesn't like... Oh, sorry. Pip asks Watcher to ask God to see if there's room for the Blackwing Talons. Like, hey, do you have room for some more good people? Good ponies. Watcher doesn't like making themselves known, so they'll do it for a favor. Steal a black opal from DJ Pony. It's kind of like a memory orb. I forget how it's different. Pip just straight up asks Homage, instead of trying to steal it. Oh, Homage. Just give it to her so long as Pip tries to set up broadcasters in the way so DJ Pony can extend their reach. Like, hey, do this for me, and just, yeah, you can have it, sure. Doesn't matter to me. The Black Opal shows Spike the Dragon, who is a character from the OG ponies. His POV, just hanging out and chatting with them, like, hey, yeah, work kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? Let's just hang out while we can.
Yeah.
I should have done it the other way. Pip has another side quest to complete first, rescuing Monterey Jack from his execution. She crafts a poison dart gun because the first one she had given to the mayor who knocked out the ghoul, like, hey, you're going to need this, please take it.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this. So she crafts another poison dart gun so she can knock out Monterey and then use stealth to... I gotta stop that.
What are you doing?
I just keep hitting the...
Oh, okay.
Swing it a little further from you. Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks. So she's going to try to knock out Monterey and then carry him off using stealth and a poison dart gun. Like, not a poison to actually kill him, but...
Yeah.
So he's compliable? Complicit? Something. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I think complicit would be correct.
Compliant, maybe. Yeah. Except she's shot with her own dart gun. And Velvet Remedy's behind the trigger. Betrayal.
Oh, wow.
Pip wakes up in the medical ward. Not only is she severely addicted to party time mentals, she has multiple injuries, radiation poisoning, manticore poisoning. She hasn't properly healed or rested since this whole thing began because she's been running around trying not to die, but also like completing quests because people need help.
Yeah.
So it's not just the mentals, it's many things. And this kind of messes up their relationship for a little bit. Like, Pip knew... She claims she was going to get help for it, which I know is something that most addicts say. But I really think that she was starting to see that, oh, this is a problem. Maybe not tomorrow, but I should get help before it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned in the first one, her mom's cutie mark is a glass of hard cider, so she has clearly addiction runs in her family.
Yeah.
Now her system has been flushed, and she's good as new as new as the equestrian wasteland will let her be. Bad news, Monterey has already been executed by the time she gets out. Quest failed.
Damn.
On the bright side, she gets to inherit all of Monterey's possessions and even his cheese shop and the apartment. She does have to wait till the end of the month so they can kick out his orphans.
Okay.
Like you can't pay. Sorry, the rules are rules.
You can only kick orphans out at the end of the month. It's already paid, so they...
I mean, yeah, better than a lot of landlords.
Honestly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, they only got two options. Either kick them out or give them to that funny-looking man who is definitely not Count Olaf.
Not Count Olaf again.
Yep. Pip arranges for the Blackwing Talons to escort the children to safety with God. So, hey, you're going to Shattered Hoof Ridge. Anyways, could you take these kids along? Sure, why not? She talks to Steelhooves about the Steel Ranger's MO. He says there's been a divide whether to follow what it has become, which is about collecting tech and not helping people, versus when they were started by Applejack before the war, it was about helping people, like, hey, we're going to use magic to protect.
Yeah.
Like, this is some high-quality armor. Steelhoof says, "Little Pip, you're the sort of mare who makes me wish I was a better pony." He sounded sad. Only one other mare has ever made me feel that way. And sooner or later, you're bound to learn, just like she did, that I'm not a better pony.
What is this, like dark romance? Jesus Christ.
I think you're about to find out.
Nick just put his whole Nick Gussy in that. Jesus Christ.
You know what? Lindsay's episode just...
I know. It's like I brought something out and let's go.
I know.
I'm here for it.
I'm also getting more comfortable because I'm like, I'm singing the
there you
send
go.
outs.
Yeah.
That's true.
So-
That's true.
I'm getting there.
You got this.
You got this little guy.
So later on, Steelhooves is seen with the ghoul-hating chief of security, Grimstar, heading down to the tunnels beneath Ten Pony Tower. By the time Pip gets down there, Steelhooves is welding the door shut, with Grimstar on the other side being torn apart by the ghouls. Steelhooves then goes on the radio and commends Grimstar for being a hero and sacrificing himself to hold the ghouls at bay while the door could be permanently sealed. So Steelhooves is like, hey, get in there, welds it shut, you ghoul-hating bastard. At that point, Pip is like so shaken by she's murdered herself, but like this is so blatant murder that she goes and she flushes all of her party time Mentols down the toilet, like down to the last tin she has trouble with, to the point where Homage comes in and helps her dump it out. And please don't ask me why they have toilets. I don't know the ergonomics of that in this world.
I could think of it being like a Japanese toilet, almost.
Like on the floor.
Spot, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I didn't try to visualize it too much. I just thought, toilet? Sure.
I could not use one of those. I got bad knees.
Sure.
They have a handle.
Oh, I was told not to do deep squats, though.
Probably not.
Yeah.
We have Western.
I don't have a lot of cartilage left.
In addition to Grimstar, Pip sees a memory orb from Apple Snack's POV. I don't remember if I said it in the first one. Apple Snack was dating Applejack before the war. Applejack is actually Steelhooves. He gets ghoulified inside his armor, so he's 200 years old.
Damn.
Yeah. So Pip sees a memory orb from that time. Applejack, who had just been in an accident that may not have been an accident. The ministry she resided over, she finds out they are making themselves rich from the war because that's what people do. Like, hey, there's war, let's make some money.
Wow, never
would have thought
of that. No. That's crazy.
And she says she's going to reform it. Like, she's going to patch up that hole.
Oh, okay, cool.
The cable on her elevator snaps, and she falls with it, but survives.
Okay, I'm like, to
How
her
the
death?
fuck I guess magic.
Magic.
In response, Apple Snack threatens Applejack's chauffeur, who admits to all the evidence the Steel Ranger already had.
A snack and a Jack?
They make a joke about that.
Oh, that's like
It's funny.
that's a really great Saturday night.
Jack and a snack.
Sorry.
An apple and a apple.
Yeah.
I think it's going through over
love-
my head.
Jack, what boys do by themselves.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. It's Great Saturday Night. Got it. Oh, we're breaking. I'm gonna make a side note. I'm gonna interject real quick because I always feel bad. If you ever see me yawning, it's not because I'm tired or bored. I don't know if anybody else has it, but when I speak, like when I start talking too much, I start yawning more.
Yeah, it's because yawning is your body's way of regulating its oxygen intake. So, it just means that you're not getting oxygen and your body
Okay.
is trying to like.
Mostly because I'm like, if I also want the viewers to know that because like if I'm like constantly like
I
going
do
like this, it
too.
looks like
Yeah.
I'm bored, but it's really I'm just. Yeah, like I
I-
can't even explain it. Like, well, you just explained it to me, but I was like, why do I do this?
Yeah, I feel like we all do that.
Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
All right.
continue.
So Apple Snack already has all the evidence from, hacking into cameras and confessions, money transfers. So he confronts the chauffeur, and then drops the chauffeur from a building. I think it was a Pegasus, so he probably breaks his wings first. So that makes him not a better pony. Also, Applejack has a zebra friend. Zebras are the kind of antagonist in the war, named Zakura. And Zakura she truly is a double agent working for the ponies. Like, ponies... Pretending to work for the zebras, actually working for the ponies. But she's pretending to be working against the ponies for the zebras. Like, so she's like a double agent kind of thing. But Steel Hooves is not in the know, so when she's caught where she's not supposed to be, he kills her. But then Applejack like walks in and sees that her fiance, or almost fiance, because he was going to propose to her that night, had just murdered her best friend.
Oh damn! You ain't getting married now.
They do not.
Not
In
today.
fact, you're not.
Not ever.
Not any day.
What an asshole.
Pip will only give Watcher the black opal in the pony flesh.
Excuse me?
I wrote pony flesh. I think just trying to avoid saying like any body because they say any pony, like just trying to match their language. I don't think they actually
Like-
say pony flesh, so I might just been taking it a little too far.
Pony flesh.
Anyways,
That's crazy.
they soar above the clouds, which is Pegasus Enclave territory, and what?
Pony flesh is one of the types of silicone for Bad Dragon. Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's not. That's a lie. But it's
But-
funny though.
Yeah. They arrive at the cave of Spike the Dragon. He is now a full-grown dragon. He was like a tiny little thing in the show. He is now...
He's a grower, not a shower.
Exactly. Actually, I didn't write it down because it kind of escaped me, but he blames himself. Like, all the ponies kind of blame themselves for different aspects of the war. He blames himself because he was taking just a big long nap when shit went down. So he missed the entire thing. He missed all his friends like dying and stuff, and so he blames himself.
God forbid you take a nap and the world ends. Like, it's not your fault.
I mean,
You
just
can't
it was
predict when the world's going to end.
just a couple decades. Like
He a
blinked.
growing dragon.
He blinked and he missed it.
He got to sleep.
Spike makes Steel Hooves stay outside because Steel Rangers have sticky fingers, and he has some pretty old world tech. In the first one I mentioned, supercomputers, to the point where you could like upload a copy of your consciousness and like run, I think it was Stable 29. Like you were now the computer. And so he has the Guardian of Equestria, also known as the Guardian of Equestria Creation Kit,
Okay.
or the GEC.
Oh.
With it, if he had the right ponies with virtues, they could cleanse the entire world of the radiation and taint. Taint is the nickname for, let me look it up, impelled metamorphosis potion, which is the equivalent of the forced evolutionary virus that makes the super mutants. So it forces evolution, and spoiler alert, it creates the alicorns that are now like taking over the land. So, but because the potion, red mist, whatever it is, contaminates, it's called taint.
Oh, I get it. Like distainted,
Yes.
not the
Exactly. So,
other thing.
but it still forced me to write. They need to cleanse the world of taint.
Okay.
Are those? My brain wants them to be spelled different. Like I think.
Like TAYNT or something.
No, like in my mind, this taint would be AI, and the other taint would be like ANE. Or you know what I mean. You know what I mean. An E at the end. To make the A long.
TANTE.
I can't spell, and I don't
I would
care.
say Tante. For the
Tante?
Tante. Like,
Tante's Inferno?
Tante's Inferno.
After you eat Taco Bell.
Hey, careful with the Tante.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, making sure we're still good.
That's why I said everybody move them back, because I'm about to be real funny. No, that... I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so Garden of Equestria Creation Kit is another supercomputer. It can potentially cleanse the land of taint and radiation. But it needs like the ponies of virtue, which Pip wants to find.
So this is the overarching quest now?
One of a few. There's a couple going on. Mostly side quests, but the Enclave arrive at Spike's cave, mostly for Calamity because he is a Dashite. He similar to the Steel Rangers, not really following Applejack's original intent. Rainbow Dash, the other pony, the Pegasus, wanted to help the ponies more. Pegasus as a whole, the Enclave, are basically they can survive on their own. We're going to close off the sky. There's no sunlight in Equestria because the Pegasus clouds cover everything. And I think I skipped over it. 10 Pony Tower has Celestia Prime, which is a machine that uses sunlight and converts it into a laser.
Huh.
So are we talking like a gloomy day? Or are we talking about like just night perpetually?
Always cloudy. Like there's
That's
still,
what I mean.
There's still a day-night cycle, but no one has seen.
That's what I was like.
sunlight.
Is it gloomy or is
Yes.
it like are the clouds like solid? Okay, cool.
Asking
Asking the real tough questions.
Yeah. So yeah. The Enclave kind of followed Rainbow Dash's lead until she's like, we need to do more to help the ponies, and they're like, no, we're good. And she flies off and is never found. Like, never seen again. Calamity was an Enclave soldier, and he kind of got the same idea, like we should be doing more to help the ponies, and the Enclave as a whole are, no. And so he quit, was like, I'm out of here. His brothers branded, or at least burned his cutie mark off.
Oh.
As like,
No, thank you.
as a final insult, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's dark side of man.
You're just trying to be friendship and magic, man.
Like, this has like the cute fun elements of My Little Pony, but there's still some dark stuff. I think I kind of edited it down, but I had talked about there's a character we're going to meet later that there are elements that belong in one of your Splatterpunk books.
Yeah.
And I shall not repeat it here. I'll tell you after. So Enclave arrived mostly for Calamity, and Spike says, get out of here, this is my domain, we've had no problem so far, and roast one of them alive. Like, I think he like steps on them, lifts their visor up, and then fires.
Yo.
So they book it and head to Philadelphia to get to the Steel Rangers base. Pip gets a quest to take out Red Eye, if you can, the slaver running Philadelphia, but at the very least find out what you can about bypass spells, which are like a conditional element you can add to your spell. So imagine a mega spell going off in the middle of a city, but you basically program it so like only zebras survive, only Pegasus survive, Pegasi. There's one of the first episodes of the show Fringe has something like that where like a poison gas attack or something, but it only affects people who have certain traits, and it's sci-fi, so it's like you can, if they have like a certain
it's like eugenics on steroids.
exactly, and that's kind of, you know, a theme here is eliminate the zebras,
Eliminate
the
anyone who
ponies.
doesn't wear jeans.
Yeah.
Fuck you not wearing jeans, ass. I don't know. The worst.
Strong feelings. So yeah, take out right if you can. Otherwise, just find out how close he is to like perfecting these bypass elements. So Pip goes undercover as a slave and kind of gets kicked around a little bit as fresh meat. One of the older like slaves that have been there longer is threatening to attack her. And so she telekinetically grabs him and twists.
Grabs him by the pussy.
Stallion pussy?
Stalisy.
Not the balls.
Yes. And twists as like, hey, get off me.
Well, that'll do it.
Oh, he leaves her alone.
Mm-hmm.
Another of the older slaves who was kind of just ragging on Pip gets cornered by the slavers in, I think most of the area is kind of like a, if not a fun house, like a theme park. Like that's where the slaves are kept. So this other slave gets cornered in a hall of mirrors, and Pip is like, they were kind of a dick to me earlier, so maybe I should just, you know, make myself scarce. And then realizes, no, even if they're a dick, I can't do that. So there's a lot of shards of glass on the ground, and suddenly they are inside of the pony attackers. But that sets off an alarm, and so she has to escape. And as she's running, she's realizing that, not giving the you know, slavers any credit, slaves aside, this is like a pretty well functioning society. There's something about Red Eye is working on a printing press, so he can start distributing newsletters, books. Of course, there's a lot of propaganda coming from him, which is not great. But then he's also going to be starting schools to teach the foals that are in Philadelphia. And because there are so many slaves, don't ask where the foals came from. But then Pip gets got with one of her own tricks where she thinks, oh shit, that's a grenade being hovered right next to me. Nope, memory orb. And gets knocked out.
Oh, man.
She finds one mirror that is still in perfect condition, but when she looks into it, she sees herself in raider gear, like all bloodied and battered. So,
What is it with the mirror theme?
Like it's with the Ouroboros.
It's
Ouroboros.
Yeah, it's like every I feel like Final Fantasy element has like a mirror. It's kind of like if you look too far into the abyss, it looks back at you. So like, what did the mirror show? Like,
I just read a book. I can't. Never mind. There's no way for me to even. But that was like definitely.
I think it's also just something so simple, being reflective. Like it forces you to look at yourself in a physical way, but also introspective way.
Yeah.
But this one clearly has some kind of magic on it.
Yeah.
Because she sees herself not in the slave clothes she's dressed in. I thought I had the memory orb. I guess it's not important. I'll come back to it.
You don't remember?
I don't. Are you surprised?
No, but you don't remember the memory orb. Is kind of funny.
Funny story about that. Give me like 20 minutes.
To remember it?
No, we're going to come to something about memory.
I know, I'm joking.
I wrote here that Pip is in Raider armor looking fierce. Not Sasha fierce, but don't fuck with me fierce.
Ooh.
She gets tricked. She's then thrown into the pit where slaves are made to fight. And if you win like 6 in a row, you're allegedly set free. No one's ever won before. She has to go up against Zenith, who is a Zebra,
Mm.
and she is fucking badass. I will get to her, but Pip is like, hey, let's be friends. We don't have to fight. We can fight our attackers. Zenith is like, no, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get out of here. So die. And so Pip knocks her out, but then like telekinetically carries her out of the arena, and they very nearly escape. Except they run into Red Eye, who is like, yeah, I'm kind of mad that you killed a couple of my guys, but that was a really entertaining show you did down the arena. And I kept calling it the arena.
The arena.
Because of Oblivion? Yes.
Yes.
But then Red Eye makes a deal with her. So go kill the goddess that I'm supposed to serve, and not only will I like let you and your zebra friend go free and frolic and do whatever you non-slaves like to do, I will give you the entirety of Philadelphia. You can have it, because when the goddess dies, I'm going to ascend. And Pip is like, I don't understand what you're talking about. You want me to kill a goddess, but you're letting me free, so okie dokie. I do have a couple other.
That's how I would take it.
I do have a couple other quests I need to finish, but I will get to it. I promise. Is this timed? It's not timed. Okay, we're good.
Timed quest.
I fucking hate
that.
time quests.
I
Especially
know.
when they don't tell you that they're timed. Oh.
In addition to that, like, I just made a joke about it being timed, but he says if you decide to betray me, I do have a balefire bomb at 10 Pony Tower. And where did he get a balefire bomb? Silverbell's shack. She was like the kind of crazed pony from the last episode. She was going to set it off thinking it was fireworks when she completed her Piggy Pie souvenir collection. And they're like, we don't know what to do with a bomb. Red Eye does.
What do you have there? A bomb!
No! Kill the goddess and Pip and will go free. They'll have the entirety of Philadelphia. So, spoiler, the goddess is an abomination that can't even be called pony kind anymore. Red Eye is supposed to be serving the goddess, sending her mares that she will turn into alicorns, but he kind of stopped doing that, and goddess is like, why? She can't really go anywhere because she's... I don't know to what extent. There's differing fan arts out there. She's trapped inside of a tank. Like a vat.
Okay.
And
Like the professor in the doctor in BioShock 2. Like fish doctor.
I'm going to say yes because I have vague memories. I can only really think of the Master from Fallout 1. That's her analog, is like an amalgamation of something that doesn't resemble a pony anymore.
I don't think he was actually a fish. I think he was a brain, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Red Eye is betraying her. Yeah, so the goddess is actually several ponies fused into one because Twilight Sparkle accidentally created the IMP potion, the taint, if you will, to create the alicorns. But her first test subject, you'll see a theme with some of the OG ponies. They're testing their first subject when that Mega Spell bomb goes off and the pony falls into the whole vat. So instead of having a potion of a very small quantity, they fall in like Joker. And there's a video of Twilight Sparkle behind blast doors, I guess, like being protected from radiation, magic, whatever you want to call it. The door suddenly open, and whatever Trixie has become, Trixie was the pony, pulls Twilight out and into the vat. And so the goddess is like several ponies combined into one, and is forcing mares to become alicorns. I just kind of combined all that into a very short amount of time. Unexploded Balefire Megaspell. So Pip returns to Steel Rangers. Elder Blueberry Saber isn't there. But Pip says that he's not even close to perfecting the bypass spells. So you're totally good. Didn't kill him. Working on that though, I promise. Is this timed? And Steelhose gets suddenly very upset because then over the radio it is announced by DJ Pony that Stable 2 is under attack. That is Pip's home stable.
Oh.
So, yeah, it turns out that Stable 2 one of the only stables that is actually still functioning at this moment in time.
It's still stable.
Precisely. I could have said literally. I didn't. Precisely.
So sorry.
No. Okay, it's your word. I'm not going to steal it. Yeah.
Mine's
I be umming too.
We all be umming. Yep. Or us. So, one of the only stable stables left, full of old tech, and it's just right for the taking. Who's going to stop them? Pip? She's in Philadelphia dealing with Red Eye.
She's a squeak.
There's a joke in the beginning that because of her, small size, that her drunk of a mother might have wanted to name her Pipsqueak, but couldn't. So Little Pip.
Like, it's kind of cute, Pipsqueak.
I mean, when you have Blueberry Saber, or spoiler, there's an elder named Cottage Cheese. There's one just
cottage cheese sounds good right now.
With some steak seasoning.
I've never tried it with steak seasoning.
Girl, that's a
Cottage
struggle
cheese
meal.
with steak seasoning.
I'm gonna try it now.
It's good, especially because like a lot of steak seasonings have like big chunks of like salt, so it's like kind of crunchy. Oh, it's so good.
Sorry, side quest over.
No, you're good. So yeah, Steel Rangers kind of tricked Lil Pip into performing a very hard / impossible task while they go destroy her home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, Zenith has had nowhere else to go, so she's kind of joins the group, and it's kind of really sad. Her character, not only is she away from her tribe and just kind of treated like as an outcast in general, she's been under one control or another for most of her life, and so she sees Pip as being responsible for her. The audiobook narrator did an African accent, which only enhances her character, but I will not try to attempt it when I quote her. Before you, the slavers. Before the slavers, my husband. Before him, my parents. I have never owned myself. I am not comfortable with the idea. I know this role. I can survive it.
You can survive anything as long as you follow the rules.
I was thinking it too.
Spoilers for September House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's so cool. She is so badass. She brews potions that can do almost anything. So she's basically the alchemist of the group.
Okay.
She walks on ceilings, regrows limbs. She crafts talismans that cause fools to temporarily sprout bat wings. So
like her own limbs, like a gecko, or is she giving people potions to grow back their limbs?
I cut it out for time. Velvet loses one of her legs.
No, I was just curious if like
they discuss whether they can like reattach it with like a medbot that they reprogram. I think they do regrow it.
Yeah, I was just wondering if like that was a talent that she had, was regrowing her own limbs.
Oh, check, gotcha. No, it's the potions that she makes. Sprouting limbs. She crafts talismans that cause foals to temporarily sprout bat wings so they can fly away to safety.
Okay.
She is very stoic, so when she does make a joke or very nearly breaks the fourth wall, it hits harder. She tells Calamity that he doesn't need to scavenge every trash can and desk. And I can relate to that feeling. She asks why Velvet and Calamity haven't already gotten together.
Every goddamn tin can.
I mean, when I'm using the rocket launcher, I need the ammo. Anyways, she's asking why Velvet and Calamity haven't already gotten together. It's so obvious. Steelhooves doesn't trust her because zebras were the enemy during the war. He doesn't sleep, but if he did, he would sleep with one eye open. Because of her tribe stories being passed down, and because him actually living through the war, they have different perspectives of what happened during that time. And it's really interesting to see. Mm-hmm. We learn about soul jars, which are very Horcruxy. Put part of your soul into an object and enchant that object to become unbreakable. You gain immortality. Okay. This is important because Steel Ranger's Elder Cottage Cheese is very near death, and what is very similar to splitting your soul into pieces, putting a copy of your mind into a computer.
When you cut your life into pieces.
Into pieces. This is your last resort.
Cut your soul into pieces in the USB port.
Yeah, okay. Hell yeah.
I was so proud of that.
Hell yeah, USB. Come through. Sorry.
I love it. No, so they figure out that they're attacking Stable 2 partially for the tech, but also to distract Lil Pip so they can go to Stable 29 and upload his consciousness to the supercomputer.
Shit, no one can win here.
No, not really. They bust their way through Stable 2, and Pip has a great exchange with a ranger. Star Paladin Nova Rage, I presume? Yes, and you are? Run. And then it cuts. Like, after the battle, she has already won. You don't need any more. Just, it's so cool. Pip trots away the victor. Velvet gets wounded, and Calamity gallops to her aid and kisses her. Some rangers have revolted in the same way Steelhooves is, like, hey, we're not cool with just gunning down civilians, and have been welded into the school's classroom. When freed, they renounce their oaths, but they get new painted cutie marks on their armor. Instead of the Steel Rangers insignia, which I'm pretty sure is similar to the Brotherhood of Steel, they get Applejack's original cutie mark painted over her top. And I don't think it happens yet. That kind of gets confirmed later. They become Applejack's Rangers, following her. They like the outcasts, following her original vision for helping the wasteland. And God sends Blackwing's Talons in to help, and they take the stable back, back up.
That's their word now. Sorry.
Stable.
They're taking it back.
Taking it back. The Talons do say they run into Ditzy Doo the Ghoul and Silverbell on the way, and the Ghoul gives them some stealth bucks to just help them get in.
Stealth what?
Stealth bucks?
Oh.
You think I say stealth bucks?
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, get it in, sure, but...
like stealth boys.
Duh. Okay.
And then one of the Talons says, yeah, I'm pretty sure like that was her adopted daughter or something, because otherwise, ew. Like someone had a mate with a ghoul to create a child.
Jesus Christ, what are we entered?
Ditzy does get a husband later on, so.
Ghouls need love, too.
Yeah.
It's okay. The Fallout show, I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Neither have we.
But I'm just like, main girl and ghoul? I'm kind of here for it.
Fanfic when?
Fanfic
one. You know what? I loved the discourse of like, oh, men think that women only want like hot 6-pack abs. He's like a rotting corpse.
Oh, I love that. I mean, he's a rotting corpse and he can fucking get it. There's no hear me out needed.
It was like all the women are feral for this rotting corpse, motherfucker.
Just the way he carries himself.
Yes,
it's personality, baby.
And yeah, backs it up. Like you can act like a cocky jerk. No, what have I done?
Go lay me down
Nothing
any
good.
damn day.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I'm not saying that.
He's an interesting looking guy. Like, not a bad looking guy.
No, certainly not.
Pip comes trotting in. Talon's mercenaries. The Overmare thanks Pip and Velvet for rescuing them, and they're welcome back anytime. They decline, saying things can't go back to the way they used to be. But as thanks, they can the stable can pay the Talon's mercenary fee.
Okay, yeah.
Give me money now.
Yeah.
Give me my caps.
Pip's mom is there and is so hammered, and in her defense, her daughter has been through a lot in the past few weeks. Her mom doesn't recognize her. She's like, I don't think that doesn't look like my daughter. Velvet goes up and just socks her.
Why?
And that's the less we hear of her mom. Like she is such a non-character because she's always hammered. Yeah.
You know what?
At this point, has
Relatable.
Pip beat her addiction?
Yep, she got clean through the rehab program in Ten Pony, and she's been tempted because you just find drugs out in the wasteland. She has not relapsed.
Proud of her.
Yeah,
Good job.
Good for her. They look through the Overmare records and find out that through all the ponies that have been there over the generations, they are really close to having an inbreeding problem.
Yeah, that is definitely an issue with vaults just in general. I know that they weren't like meant to be forever homes type of thing, allegedly, but...
No, Stable 2 is, I think it was very similar to 101 in the game, where it's not meant to be opened until like a certain point in time has hit, and they just kind of don't do that. So they work things out with God. God can have Stable 2 as a base as long as they protect the Vault Dwellers that are going to move to Shattered Hoof Ridge, which is her turf, and Junction R7, which Pip owns. Like, they're going to move into that area, bring their water talismans, the apple trees that they grow underground, and also for diverse, what do you call it? Exchange for protection. Genetically diversify.
Yeah.
Pip looks up something specific, finds out that Applejack was one of the residents when Vault or Stable 2 closed. She was pregnant at the time and safely gave birth, lived a good long life, and died peacefully. I kept waiting for some kind of revelation that like Pip was his his child basically, or great grandchild, something. It never comes up again. We never find out who she is, but that was kind of a bummer, but also kind of cheesy if like great grandpa, ghoul grandpa,
grandpa ghoul.
Child does not come back at any point to my knowledge. Calamity reveals he was not just a Cloudsdale deserter. Some of the place names in here are really clever, like Manhattanshire, Philadelphia. One is called and this may be references to My Little Pony, I have no idea. Stallionsgrad. I gotta kick out of that.
Yeah, I like that. I fucks with that.
And because there are fan spin-offs, there's New Pegasus.
Okay.
And I think New Pegasus. So similar thing.
I like Pegasus a little bit better.
Yep. I definitely do want to like read some more, and definitely not something super long, like in my downtime, not necessarily for the pod.
Downtime. Never heard of her.
Yeah.
What's that?
If they got an audiobook, I'll listen.
The fact that we can only consume shows in like 15 to 20 minute increments, meaning that we can't watch any heavy show because we're constantly having to stop, and that kind of takes you out of the moment.
Work on the room.
Yeah.
So Calamity reveals he was an Enclave captain. I think I kind of already said he wanted to do good and deserted.
Yeah.
He kept his armor though. There is actually secret rock where other Dashites left a piece of their old life behind.
Mm-hmm.
So Velvet leaves her Pip Buck that began this whole journey. She has not been wearing it and doesn't intend to. Lil Pip sends the recipe for party time Mintalls to her Pip Buck, but then encrypts it. So you need both Velvet's and Pip's Pip Buck to unlock it.
Okay.
Which they're not going to be in the same place. Not going to be possible. And I thought that was just a great, like, I'm leaving something behind that can't hurt anyone anymore. Steelhose and the Applejack Rangers head to Stable 29 to stop Cottage Cheese. Side note, in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Weird Al Yankovic plays a character called Cheese Sandwich. By the end of the show, the pony, is married to Pinkie Pie, and they have a child together. So there's a very real possibility that Cottage Cheese is a descendant of Weird Al Yankovic.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's one of those things like TikTok just realizes, oh, you're looking at My Little Pony stuff? Here's some My Little Pony
lore.
Yeah.
Here's the lore.
And of course, Weird Al, on my page because I'm a good person.
You're a dork.
Yeah,
that's what you mean. You're a dork.
Yeah.
My dad loved Weird Al too, so that was cute. But he was also a big dork.
Accurate statements. Calamity mentions a shack he once made Cap in that was allegedly Rainbow Dash's. There's a skeleton there that he found and buried. He assumed it was Rainbow Dash's, but it was like not the same. Like not a Pegasus, a unicorn, something like that. That is a reference to another pony called Scootaloo. She was dying and hoped that Rainbow Dash would be there. She waited until she died, like never seen her. We actually know the fate of most of the OG ponies, except for Rainbow Dash, who I said kind of just disappeared, and Fluttershy. So here's some background lore. Fluttershy invented the Mega Spell. She took a regular spell, and instead of just adding a Mario mushroom to it to make it bigger, she turns it up to 11 and breaks off the knob. She does this. She does this to a healing spell because in her mind, if you have a battlefield full of dead or wounded soldiers that suddenly they can't die, like you can just bring them right back to life. Death is meaningless, and war is non-existent. You can stop war that way.
You mean if you kill someone and then immediately bring them back to life, it becomes meaningless?
In her mind, that's how that works.
That's how it works in my mind, too. Especially when I'm reading books and then I cry because people died and then the next chapter they're alive again.
Yeah.
No stakes.
Okay, so either Fluttershy or Sarah J. Maas invented the mega spell.
Sarah J. Maas would fucking invent the mega spell, let's be honest.
Yeah, so she thinks death is meaningless, war is over, things can go back to normal now. No, they just start fighting again. And then because...
It's almost like war never changes.
Precisely. And so because she invented this concept, it can now be applied to other types of magic, including balefire bombs.
Bye.
Fluttershy, wracked with guilt, confesses to Rarity what she did. Rarity comforts her, but then starts squeezing her neck too tightly. Like, just, hey, no, totally okay. You're hurting me. And I legit thought that Fluttershy was going to die.
Yes.
Rarity's clearly upset because what the fuck? But no, like, lets her go. She even, I can never remember if it's the red mist or there's another red cloud that kind of poisons you, but it also makes everything fuse together. Like skin, bone, metal, wood, it fuses together.
All the moist bits?
Moist or dry. So there's a hole in a window. Rarity puts her hoof over it to stop it from getting in,
Okay.
so Fluttershy can get away. And then later they will find a pony with her hoof fused to the window, like the skeleton. Another like heartbreaking. And it's one of those where if we didn't have the audio log or the memory orb, you would just see that in game, and just the storytelling you would get from you would get a little bit of hint from a log from a computer terminal. That's what I'm looking for. But for the most part, you can just look at the image and go, oh, I know what happened here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fluttershy disappears. No one knows what happened to her either. But she's wrecked with guilt, so people think she might have just... Pip feels guilty about the skeletons outside stable 2. When she first left, like people trying to get into the stable when she first left. And so they bury all of them. Like, hey, let's just... a little bit of kindness. They stop at 10 Pony Tower to check on their safety. Homage says things to Pip that make the rest of the group jealous and causes Calamity to ask Velvet if such feats are even possible. Pip can't convince Homage to leave. DJ Pony is too vital to let go of the building, but also important. I brought up Celestia Prime already. It's like if they had sunlight, they had a very powerful laser they could fire. So they had to Mirror Pony to meet this goddess. I think I already explained. I think I had a stroke here. Because she's a wretched, misshapen crag, she communicates via telepathy. Okay, I got it.
It sounded like you were, like, fucking going off for a second.
Except for Zenith. Zebras are immune. They cannot communicate with zebras. I'm not sure if that's a cellular DNA thing. I'm not a zoologist.
That would definitely help if you were, though.
Would not help.
I was going to say something so out of pocket that I'm not going to say.
Thank you.
But
the goddess knows Red Eye wants her dead, but she doesn't want Red Eye dead. She instead wants the Black Book to help expand her reach. And I kind of maybe mentioned the Black Book in the first part. I don't remember. Think of it as the Zebra Necronomicon. Dark magic, like enchanting mirrors to show your true self, or creating soul jars, you can find that in the book. At one point, OG Rarity was studying it, and it acts like the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. It can corrupt you. It can sense who's corruptible, and it starts to corrupt her. She's like, I gotta get rid of this thing.
so it changes you and you change it.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. She tries to have Spike burn it with his Dragonfire. All it does is teleport to Princess Celestia.
Okay.
Totally fine. Like, not charred. She also gets it in Pip's mind that virtues can be corrupted. So, how did Pip's kind deeds turn out? Ponies got killed. Skeletons didn't get immediately buried. she saved Ditsy Doo and found a home for Silverbell, but then got banned from the town because of other things she had done. She got Monterey Jack killed, so like there are consequences for all your good deeds that you are not seeing, and that's true, but also really dangerous because then you're going to reassess everything that you're doing all the time. I think there's she even says like if I had woken up 1 hour earlier, I might have been able to save more. If I had slept in 1 hour, I wouldn't have been able to save any. So like all my actions have consequences.
Yeah.
But she means all my actions have consequences. And they realize that she's making Pip take longer deciding a trolley problem. Like,
Yeah.
They all realize Red Eye isn't just trying to ascend, he's trying to become a new god or a new goddess. Like, take her place when she's gone. After leaving, they meet and trade with a merchant who has a Yao Guai for a companion. I don't know how they trained it, nor Yao Guais are the only creatures to actually come from Fallout.
He's the Yogi Berras.
Yeah, exactly. There are centaurs in the story, like the kind of pink hulking fleshes.
Yeah.
They aren't named, though. They're just described.
With the fucking hands. Those things are so... I hate them. So icky.
Yes. The Yao Guai's named Cuddles.
You don't know what I'm talking... You know the centaurs from Fallout?
Show me a picture.
I will.
Go picture.
Future Nick, insert a picture here.
This is a centaur. You would think with centaurs there would be something to be done there with ponies, but there are no humans, so you can't have like a human half and a pony half.
I don't like it.
Thanks, I hate it. Okay, so they meet a merchant. Suddenly, Pip wakes up in 10 Pony Tower strapped to a table.
Ew.
She's being treated for a party time menthol addiction again.
Oh, why?
And at one point, she ran into the taint, and it itches. That's what it said. I'm not making that up. Like, maybe my wording was a little intentional, but that's how it was described. She fell off the wagon, but she doesn't remember why or when. So much time has passed, and she doesn't remember. Because she put her own memories into memory orbs and then had them erased. What the goddess doesn't know can't hurt her. So she has some kind of plan here to take down the goddess, but because the goddess is telepathic, if Pip knows it, the goddess knows it.
So someone else knows it too, but they're not gonna...
She left other memory orbs. She told Calamity and a couple others about the plan who are directly involved.
Yeah. Okay.
And then has the memory orbs to explain it to herself.
Okay.
And then there's memory orb number 8, which I think is just fun with her and Homage.
Oh, she put them in memory orbs and then had her memory erased.
Right.
I thought you meant memory orbs and then erase the memory orbs. I'm like,
No, sorry.
Why? No, it's okay. I'm just a goofball.
So did they defeat the goddess at this point? Because if she looks at the orbs, she's just gonna know again.
She only has a limited range. She's in Maripony, which is far from 10 Pony Tower, so they're safe. They just can't get it within range. Homage is in on it to some extent because she keeps the memory orbs in her safe. Pip tries to break into the safe because she's got to know what's on those memory orbs. Homage catches her because both of them knew that Pip was going to try to break into the safe, and she's not mad, she's just disappointed. Like, almost literally, she says that, maybe you should sleep somewhere else tonight. Like, go sleep on the couch kind of thing. She goes back to her room, and, how did I put it? She catches Calamity Velvet, free drag king name. She catches them horsing around.
Oh.
Okay.
They'll talk about it, and Pip is concerned that their relationship only grew out of convenience. They deny it and say, like, they see each other for who they actually are. The convenience helped and stuff, but it's the real deal. The group heads to Stable 29 to help Steelhooves. But Cottage Cheese is in captivity. And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong!
Captivity in my mouth. That cottage cheese.
Is it crazy? I literally thought that statement I think I thought like in my stomach.
Yeah.
Got cheese in my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Kkat even heal me?
So Pip gets on a terminal and asks him why he wants to just be a stable. Why you're only going to have control of a stable and nothing else. And so she gets him monologuing while she hacks into the system, shutting it down and rebooting it. Problem is that now the system has rebooted and doesn't recognize any of the inhabitants as dwellers. So it attacks them with turrets and neurotoxin.
Most fucking Fallout thing ever.
Yeah. So they escape. They're able to fix it and keep Stable 29 as a base for the Applejack Rangers. Steelhose and company take cottage cheese in a sealed container to exchange for another prisoner that the Steel Rangers have. But when they reach the destination, conveniently, the prisoner that the Steel Rangers had just became dead a few minutes ago. They fight, Steel Rangers lose, and so our heroes take refuge in Arbu. You're going to like this.
Yes, okay.
It is the rubble of an old coffee shop named Starbucked.
Well,
Things look totally fine.
I thought it was going to be caribou.
I kind of see that. Things are totally fine. The town raises radigators for their meat, and the only everything's totally fine except for a crazy old stallion who says to look in the basement.
He's down there. Where is it taking place? Like,
It's like the East Coast region because there's Manhattan, Philadelphia, outside 10 Point Tower, you can see the statue of Friendship.
yeah, but the radigators, in my mind, that would make it like Louisiana moment.
I don't know.
Sorry, that was
No, valid question. I don't have an answer.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I was expecting it to be up in like, the east.
Yeah,
Where fucking Philadelphia is.
I understand.
Yeah.
Old man says, look at the basement. A concussion-addled Pip, she got hurt in the battle, checks out the basement and finds bodies. Tons of ponies cut up and served to others, including themselves. Like, Pip and gang got served
You got served.
pony meat.
Mainables.
Now, Pip absolutely loses it and, like, decimates the town by herself. Most of the adults have brands on them. The brand is the Starbucks logo.
Okay.
When they have their first kill, and I think it was eat the heart or maybe just eat a piece of the pony that you killed, you get the brand as like you're one of us now.
So it's like the gourmand, but make it coffee shop.
Gourmand?
Yeah, from New Vegas.
Oh wait. Was he the one that you can like talk out of?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yes.
Yeah.
It's more so Arden in Fallout 3.
Okay.
It's just a couple houses where everyone's
Yes.
like super nice, but there's an old guy that's like, "Oh, shit's bad here. Don't look in the shed because they're eating people."
Yes.
So yeah, there's ponyballism going on here, and Pip absolutely loses it. If you got a brand, you're killed, and so like pretty much only foals and the old man survive. And they do get the chance to like not exactly plead their case, but they say they only did it to bad ponies, like raiders or any one bad. But they have a preacher in their freezer, and I don't want to know what that preacher allegedly did to become their victim.
Yeah.
And what they actually do have as like civil of a conversation as you can have about ponyballism in the wasteland. Like you got to eat something, and if they're only going after bad people, is it really that awful? Velvet and Zenith are staunchly vegetarian, as ponies are supposed to be, so they're on one side and everyone else is on the other.
Right, but also like define bad, right? Like that's such like a nondescript word.
Right. That preacher, did he do something like truly terrible, or did he walk into a residence without taking his hat off?
Right. Or did he just like speak out against someone in power?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is a little bit of, they do try to trick you a little bit because Pip does have a concussion.
Okay.
Crazy old man is the one who like tells her to go look at the basement. And he does say that he's only lucid when the sun's down. And considering sundowning, I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but
No.
I'm not an expert.
His lucidity has vampirism.
Kinda, yeah. And so I kind of made some jokes here that I'm not sure entirely work. Oh, they also get like philosophical, talking about so I guess lore wise, Princess Celestia raises the sun in the morning. Princess Luna brings the sun down, raises the moon at night. But then what does that mean when you can see the moon during the day? And that's just kind of like a chin scratcher that they don't answer. It's kind of like, here's the religion that you've been taught, but question it yourself, like ask questions kind of deal.
Right.
Also, what happens to Chanticleer? Rockadoodle reference.
I'm like, Chanticleer. God, I love that movie so much. It's such a good movie.
The kid's such a bad actor, though.
Also, yeah, it's just like, that's one of the movies that I look back on and I'm like, there were signs. I liked Goldie way too much.
I think she's underrated as a.
What movie is this?
Rockadoodle?
Kind of like.
Elvis?
Yeah, not.
Oh, I don't like Elvis.
No, but it's a cartoon.
It's oldies type songs. Animated by Don Bluth, so like the OG Land Before Time.
Here's the cover.
Five Goes
I've never
West.
seen it.
Okay, but
American
also
Tail.
hold on for a Queen Goldie.
Cutie.
Yeah, I know. It's like there were signs. You liked that chicken a little too much.
So what do I say when I make dinner?
I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. Get them thighs on that grill.
Honey.
I know.
All right, I'll try to cut back on the food.
What?
Food talk.
Oh, I'm like,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
eating? Like,
Yeah, no.
Because immediately I'm like,
So Steelhooves thanks Pip. He thought trying to be a better pony. He thought trying to be a pony as good as Pip was impossible, but her little rampage made that goal seem a little more attainable. Like you're on. It doesn't work if I said pony, but you're only human.
yeah.
Like you're mortal. But that's something that
how would you're only horse.
you're only pony, and that doesn't entirely work. But that's something that I can aspire to be. I can't aspire to be.
You can't aspire to be a pony?
I was worried that I might have, slurred my words and said like conspire. So I repeated myself. DJ Pony reports that the stable dweller has gone rogue, leading to Friendship City, which is where they're trying to take all the foals and the old man. To Friendship City. Friendship City attacks them because they're like, "Hey, stable dweller, you're doing bad." They are able to drop the foals off and skedaddle out of there. They find themselves in Glyphmark, inhabited by zebra foals and starving ones at that. Zenith looks for her daughter Zephyr, but because she's a fully grown adult now, she and all adults have been taken by alicorns. Rescue mission, yay! They get the children and Zephyr back. She's totally fine. She's actually like the tribe's doctor. And Zenith is like, she grew up not knowing me. I think she's better off for it. Please don't tell her that I'm her mom. Zephyr is kind of like, I think that's my mom.
That's funny.
She's no
Are
dummy.
you my mother?
Mother, is that you?
Zenith stays behind to teach the children how to make drugs. Instead of Buff, Jet, and Psycho, they have Dash, Buck, and Rage. So they have something to trade with merchants. Because they got nothing right now, and if they can make drugs, they can survive. And that's another like morality thing, is you're teaching kids to don't do drugs. You can make them though.
It's kind of like that guy in the Manosphere documentary.
Yeah, I manage OnlyFans models, but I think that's a terrible business, and all of them are bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate porn. Porn's for losers, but I also sell it. Would
Yeah.
you like to purchase?
So she stays behind for a little bit. They do a lot of elements to either split the group up or just show up different dynamics. Like, I'm gonna stay behind because of a legitimate reason, not just like feel like it. And it's pretty cool. they run into some of that the red mist, which I'm not sure if it was taint or not, but Pip's Pip-Buck fuses to her leg. She couldn't take it off if she wanted to now. It's a part of her, and there's a lot of comparisons to her, comparing herself to Red Eye, who wears a Vault 101 cloak, I guess. He has like a laser eye. He has other cybernetic attachments because they escaped their vault, their stables. They're both trying to do what they see as good in the world. And now, like, the cyberneticness, she just sees more and more comparisons to Red Eye, and she's trying not to be that. So, because they aren't allowed inside Friendship City, they visit Stable City, which is a reference to Rivet City.
Okay.
It's actually Stable 1, the, like, original stable. It was supposed to be for pretty much all the, like, world, like, equestrian leaders before the war, but it was actually a trap. They were never going to be let out, like, sealed in permanently.
Okay.
But because no one had a chance to actually make it to the stable, it just never closed. So a bunch of ghouls moved in and just made it their home and shops.
Nice. Good for them.
There's 3/4 of a chapter I missed because the audiobook I downloaded only has 1 hour 23 minutes of 4 hours and 30 minutes. Like, that's just one chapter. It's 4 hours and 30. That's the longest one. But it only had 1 hour 23. So
And you listen on like 2 times speed.
1 1/4, 1.5, depending on how intricate the task I'm doing is. So I did miss some things. And that's on me.
It means go read it.
Two truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie.
They do get the black book.
More like he put his memories in the orb and...
He did.
Yes.
He does that with a lot of his memories. About
do
50% of anything I tell him.
Okay, put my memories in the orb, and then where'd it go?
I be doing that though.
And then I just started like Fushigin it.
Yes. Oh my god. What a time to be alive.
Can you imagine playing with it and then it just shattering on the ground like, oh, I guess I'm never remembering that!
Don't give it to Jessy with her tiny hands.
Yeah, it'll fall.
There is a part I skipped over where Pip tries to look into a memory orb that is cracked, and like it works, but she is feeling intense pain because your brain is entering this thing that is broken.
Okay.
Like if you attach yourself to a scratched DVD, like it's not going to work right. You're not going to work right. So as far as I'm aware, this is what happens. They do find the black book, and it tries to corrupt Lil Pip to the point where Lil Pip has no magic other than her telekinesis, and by rights, unicorns should get something or many things. Like Velvet has different types of healing magic. I think I skipped over it, but she has an anesthesia spell.
Okay.
So she very rarely uses like a gun or something that can do harm. So if she can get behind an Alicorn's shield, she just anesthetizes them. She also will find enemies that are dying on the battlefield in pain and just like put them out of their misery humanely. And I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Pip has no magic other than the telekinesis, except the black book kind of gives her, hey, try this thing that you can do. And so Little Pip, in a desperate attempt, like they're in the middle of a fight, she takes some blood on the ground and forms it into a blade.
Okay, blood wielder.
Blood bending into a knife. Super cool. And before I get to the goddess, let's take a break. I'll take Butters out, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, so we get to the goddess. Lil Pip shows up with the black book and is just gonna hand it over, let the goddess do what she gonna do. And all of a sudden, she has some kind of heads-up display similar to, not VATS, like how when you're looking at the compass, it shows you where enemies are at. They're marked in red.
Yeah.
But she gets a timer that says you have 38 minutes.
Did you know you have 38 minutes?
38 minutes to what? She doesn't know what's going on.
I hate that. Like, just the panic of, like, there's a clock. Why is there a clock? Where did the timer come from? Why?
But because Pip knows, the goddess knows and thinks 38 minutes to what? What's going on? Actually, Pip might might know, but the goddess sends all her alicorns out of there, like, flee, my children. But because she's in a vat of some kind, she can't go anywhere.
Ah.
So what happened was, is that racist? I don't think so. What happened was, because the goddess can't read Zenith's mind, Zenith takes the balefire bomb that Red Eye has, and takes it underneath Mare Pony. She also has a stealth cloak on that conceals her scent, so they can't even like smell Zebra. The party time Mintalls was so that Pip could convince Red Eye that I have a plan. I just need that bomb. Trust me, bro. So the bomb is underneath the city. Zenith is able to get out of there. Pip is not able to get out of there. Like, she is not that fast. She's small. Doesn't have a sky chariot. So she's about to enter the very same protection room, like Blast Center, where Twilight Sparkle survived, when all of a sudden the Enclave show up and go, "Hey, you're the goddess, right? Hey, hot stuff." I'm ad-libbing here. We want to work with you to take down Red Eye. He's a pain in our ass, and we know that you two are not on good speaking terms. And Pip gets in, shields herself, bomb goes off. She's the only survivor. She's the only survivor, like, of the area. Like I said, Zenith gets out, Calamity gets out, but like any alicorns left over, the goddess, the Enclave, gone.
Their problem's done.
And I'm assuming the Black Book is gone. It's never talked about again, so that worked.
What is that?
I don't know.
The protective area is smashed apart. And Ditsy Doo shows up. Highly irradiated, but she can survive the radiation.
Okay, yeah.
So she has a wagon full of rataways and is pulling Pip to safety as Pip is chugging rataways to continue to live.
I like that wagon, you dragon. Sorry.
Yeah, that was perfect. Ditsy Doo is glowing like high-C ecto-cooler mixed with a glow stick that you just set on fire.
Okay.
That's what I said, I guess.
That's what she said.
As they're escaping, a super alicorn with Twilight Sparkle's cutie mark appears. So it's like the goddess finally in her perfect alicorn form. And taking the opportunity, Pip shows her Pinkie Pie's last video. Like, I want you to be there with me. Like, not that it was super focused on, but Twilight Sparkle probably died just thinking, oh, like, I wish she would have gotten the help that she needed. And it just shows, like, she was trying to change. Like, she just wanted her friend there with her. But the goddess pony, like, she's not evil anymore. She's just, like, a pony, an alicorn. Her cutie mark changes to a different pony. It's not Twilight anymore, and just, like, she gallops off. But at least Pip is like, she tried.
Yeah.
Pip meets up with her friends, and Ditsy Doo just tags along for the time being. They get attacked by hellhounds, which I haven't really mentioned right now. They are diamond dogs in the MLP universe, but here they're kind of a mashup of mole rats, super mutants, and deathclaws. Because they can burrow under the ground thanks to their massive claws, but those claws can be turned into weapons or their hide into armor. They can also wield weapons. They were also in the area kind of living underground because of all the alicorns, but now that they're gone, they pop out, and Steelhooves is decapitated. Yes. And that is one of the few things that ghouls cannot come back from. They take him to, like, take his body, everything, to Stable 29, where he is buried. Velvet is able to look through some of his memory orbs, and that's where she finds out that her idol Fluttershy created the mega spells that kind of doomed everyone. And there's been a recurring theme of Velvet learning things, like not learning things about your heroes because you won't like what you learn. So she just needs a break. Like, Steelhooves, Fluttershy, I gotta set this one out, figure some things out, please, thank you. Enclave also take this opportunity, like, oh, Goddess is gone, we're gonna come rescue you. Because the Enclave's whole thing, correct me if I'm wrong, was, we're not going to help the wasteland. We're going to just kind of bide our time.
Yeah.
When there's an opportunity, we're going to come in and save the day.
Yeah. Yeah, more or less. I mean, as someone who doesn't really fucks with the Enclave at all, I would say you definitely know way more about it than I would, but it sounds about right.
It's the kind of fascist government takeover that everyone fears, but in a post-apocalyptic world. I think I have here. Basically, they waited for Pip to DPS the boss's final health, and while she's taking a heal, Enclave run in and strike the final blow, getting all the credit and the XP.
Yeah.
They are still not welcome in New Appaloosa, despite all the good that they're doing. So they drop Velvet off there, and Zenith, Zenith stays behind. Silverbelt tries to run out to see her adoptive mom, but Ditsy Doo is still highly irradiated, so they're holding each other, like the ponies are holding them back from seeing each other. And Ditsy Doo, who can't speak because she doesn't have a tongue, but can writes on a chalkboard, "Don't come close, mommy's poison." And that's another one of those, like, you're reading it or listening to it, and like your heart just breaks. Like this adoptive family unable to like see each other. So Ditsy Doo just kind of hangs around. I wrote, "Fuck you" story.
Oh my god.
So Ditsy Doo kind of hangs around waiting for the radiation to wear off. She kind of acts like a glowing one. She's actually taught at one point to kind of let off the radiation in blasts. Enclave take over the airwaves, knocking DJ Pony off. And I kind of break down the Enclave there. I get to go back to my original notes. And here's where the more ad libbing comes in, I guess. So, I don't remember where I left off, but I was talking about the Enclave. They're coming from their sky, like, clouds part a little bit, but they're basically swarming in, coming to, quote-unquote, save the day. Mm-hmm. They take over the radio. DJ Pony gets knocked off. So, anyone who's left, so Calamity, Pip, and Ditsy Doo, are headed to 10 Point Tower just to check on Homage. She's already left. Like, she's taken our broadcast equipment and popped off. Pip gets her taint purged. Yes, I wrote that. Stop laughing.
Not the Taco Bell.
Although the Medicon staff says her DNA has changed. Like, the taint has changed her on a cellular level to the point where she is more alicorn than unicorn.
Wow.
I don't know. At this point, it's mainly unfiltered notes that I'd written down, so I am probably missing a lot of context. I don't know if that ever amounts to anything, but that's just something that is said. Mm-hmm. They head to Friendship City. I forget why. I think Calamity has another Dashite friend there, and that's where Ditsy Doo was taught to let off her radiation. Like, she's in a radiation chamber, laying off in bursts.
Yeah.
Safely.
Okay.
Then Enclave is taking credit for Mare Pony and the goddess being destroyed. Mm-hmm. DJ Pony hops back on the radio and says, actually, it was the stable dweller, bitch. I forget why, but the Enclave are trying to destroy Friendship City. Like, they start attacking. Mm-hmm. They fight back, kind of not really win. Pip sees a full disintegrate right in front of her because they are using energy weapons, and that hits her so hard. Like, it's one thing to see someone, like, fall and die, but to see a child turn to dust right in front of you,
It break me, dude.
Calamity gives her a pop bottle to scoop the ashes into, just to do something. Like, you can't bury ashes, but so she could do something with it and try to, like, move on. But it like really hits her, understandably. They get out of Friendship City. Enclave arrive. I already said that. A little more than a quarter of the city's population survived. Calamity is withdrawn. Ditsy Doo is injured badly. They stop outside Manhattan, and Ditsy Doo is just splashing in a radiation puddle. Like, water's radiated, so she's healing, basically. Radiation heals them.
Okay.
So she's splashing in a puddle. Enclave show up and arrest them. Calamity can't fire back because one of the Enclave is his brother, and he can't bring himself to shoot his own brother.
Okay.
They are being held. We get some of Calamity's backstory. Most of his, I think he's the youngest of his brothers. His mom died giving birth to him, so his father blamed him for that.
Okay.
Because that's the
As you do.
But because he would verbally, probably mentally abuse Lil Pip, his brothers would do the same thing, trying to impress their father. Their father is also head higher up in the Enclave, and they all became soldiers of one kind or another. So they're basically, Dad, look at me! I'm also kicking the little guy while he's down. But they do get the order to kill on sight. So when the Enclave are taking a rest, Calamity's brother shows up and lets them go. Just get out of here! If I see you again, it's on sight. But go. I had nothing there. I think Calamity's brother, I should have written his name down, says, well, if it ain't my little brony.
Oh. Well, damn.
They bring up the Single Pony Project, now called the Single Pegasus Project. That's another thing that's supposed to... all the towers that Homage uses to broadcast, they're actually supposed to be some kind of cloud seeding system to control the weather. But because the clouds are all basically on lockdown because of the Pegasi, they can't really use them. But with the Single Pony Project, they would be able to control the weather and bring agriculture back to Equestria. Konami's cutie mark used to be a hammer and screwdriver. He modified a gun to win a shooting competition and made his dad proud for the first time. Pip revealed she got hers after doing a series of odd jobs and used a pip buck to find a lost colt in the stable. So her cutie mark is a pip buck, which is really weird. Ditsy-Doo helped her uncle move people, but she was clumsy, so she played with foals her age and made silly faces since her eye was already wonky. She would introduce them to Bubble Wrap, which is how she got her cutie mark. I'm not sure if it's Bubble Wrap or just Bubbles, but I think that's cute.
Bubbles would be cute, yeah.
I love that.
But also just ponies stepping on Bubble Wraps, having a good time.
So is this like a wrap-up of the story, or is this like how they got their marks?
They're just, they're in captivity. They got nothing else to talk about.
Okay.
So lore building.
Gotcha.
Pride is the name of Calamity's brother. Says it's on site. Also, New Appaloosa is about to be wiped out. So Ditsy-Doo races as fast as the wind and her hooves will carry her. And when she does reach New Appaloosa, just outside New Appaloosa where the Enclave are waiting, she is a Pegasus. She suddenly blasts off into the sky. Not arc, just zoom. She comes down. And just ground pounds, mushroom cloud, radiation. Rainbow Dash used to do this, and it was called a sonic rain boom because it would part the clouds, and so it wouldn't rain. But it's a sonic rad boom, toxic rad boom, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And just everyone is blasted out of the radius. The clouds do part, so they see sunshine for the first time in a while. Ditsy-Doo is severely injured, but again, she's a ghoul. She just needs to,
lay there for a minute.
Be irradiated, and she'll be fine. They get into New Appaloosa hey, well, we're in dire need. Please come in. Your ban has been lifted. Silverbell says that Zenith the zebra is creepy, which clearly hurts her, but she still asks if Ditsy has considered teaching Silverbell a certain fighting style. And so Pip is have you thought about being a teacher? You got a lot of wisdom to impart on to others. And Zenith's no, not really, but we'll see. Ditsy-Doo severely hurt. Silverbell is there to Silverbell is there to comfort her. She's no longer irradiated, so she's fine. She's safe. A lot of people are injured on both sides, Enclave and ponies. A couple regular Pegasi come down from the clouds just to see what's going on, because you find out that the Pegasi have propaganda saying it's uninhabitable down there. We will return and save them when they are ready. But for now, it's not even a wasteland. It's uninhabitable. I think I just said that. But they're like, hey, it's not actually, it's bad. It's not as bad as we thought down here. The clouds close back up, and they are not allowed. Like the Pegasi that came from there are not allowed back in. It's like temporarily open borders and then shutting the door on them.
Yeah.
So there are people injured. Ditsy pops back up, needs a little bit of help standing, but writes on her chalkboard basically, any medical supplies, take only what you need, and you can pay me back later in caps or muffins. She really likes muffins, which is wild because muffins are wonderful. She's a ghoul. She doesn't necessarily need to eat muffins, but she can still enjoy them.
But yeah, if she's a ghoul, that would imply that she probably was alive when muffins were a thing, and so...
It could just be she has a fondness for them after all this time.
Because you know what?
Well, she also doesn't have a tongue.
Because, well... Okay, if I had a tongue. But no, I'm like, if I didn't need to eat ever again, I would definitely still, like, nibble on an Oreo here and there, Like,
sure.
Get down with a cheesecake.
Get down with cheese.
Yeah, just eat something salty.
Yeah.
Just for the thrill of the game.
I haven't really mentioned Pyrolite recently, but she just Pyrolite flies over and starts irradiating Ditsy to heal her.
Okay.
Velvet shows up and is like, okay, I've gotten over everything. I'm better. I'm back. If you'll have me. And they're like, of course. There's still Raiders and Griffins around. In the meantime, Silverbell has been painting on all the boxcars that make up the town. Just being a kid, but also artistic and bringing beauty to the world. I talked about the Pegasi. Pip just wants to lie down and cry and sleep.
Fair.
You know what?
Fucking fair.
Whomst among us has not.
Here's what I wrote. Pip just wants to lie down and cry and sleep. Mood.
Just absolutely.
Yep. Been many a night.
She cries for hours and then hears DJ Pony on the radio. Pony is basically saying, yeah, you can't kick me off the radio for very long. Here's exactly where I am. Come get me, suckers. But a little while later, he pops back on and goes, did you really think I would be here? The Enclave soldiers that I'm sure just entered the tower where I'm broadcasting from. And so long, and stuck on it, and a bomb explodes inside that tower.
I mean, it absolutely would feel like a trap.
Sure.
Like, I ain't afraid of you.
Let's
Let's go. Catch me outside.
Enclave are cocky, yeah, but also, like, just think of the media we consume. Like, we obviously know that that's a trap. They are basically law enforcement sent in to capture someone who's taunting them. They're not going to think this is absolutely a trap, or they
kind of have to dot their T's and cross their I's. Yep.
Yeah, just like a Ditsy does. But no, they could also be thinking he is one pony. What's he gonna do? Not realizing that they have a bomb on them.
Bombs.
Yeah. Just imagine them like realizing, hey, Raiders. What are Raiders? But a bunch of guys with.
Sorry, I just remembered my Las Vegas playthrough. I just started throwing bombs at people because that's all I had. Sorry.
You make do with what you got. I just imagine them fighting Raiders and be like, oh, they got some guns. What are they going to do? Hey, what's that apple-shaped thing? And why is it exploding in our faces?
It do be like that.
It's just like, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was stealthy, so they didn't even see me, and I was chucking bombs at them.
I love that for you.
I have to figure out. I think I might have streamed it at some point. I have to figure out if I have it.
God shows up just to, help out if it's needed. Pip is admiring one of the females that are there, female griffin. I'm not sure if they're called a mare, probably not. And realizes, oh, that's God's daughter. She also has a son, so yeah, they're the children of God. Make your jokes now. They just play into it.
Mm.
Pip goes out to take a leak and runs into Watcher, the little sprite bot that says the Enclave have hired assassins to come after her, the Wonderbolts. They are a bastardized version of basically if the like Blue Angels were also an ace hit squad. That's what the Wonderbolts are now. They put on air shows for the young Pegasi and murder. They have already gone to the first terminal that Pip used when she left the stable, which has her Pip Buck identifying tag on it, so they can track her. So she knows she's in danger and she needs to be quick. I didn't get to pare all this down, so I'm trying to find stuff that is not relevant and skip it. Calamity has a plan. They go to 10 ponies so he can get his memories orbed, but not removed. He doesn't want to defeat the Wonderbolts. He wants to put all of his memories that this land can be saved. We're not bad. We're not trying to be violent. We're trying to survive. And you have been lied to regarding the Enclave. If they can get the Wonderbolts to see that and believe that, because it's the truth, they won't need to fight. Very admirable. We'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Velvet returns. They hold a party for Ditsy Doo. Pip meets God's children, which I've already mentioned. She was admiring. God agrees to take Ditsy Doo and Silverbell to Spike's cave because Ditsy Doo can do the sonic rad boom. That's something that only the Wonderbolts should be able to do, so they may be coming after her as well. But in Spike's cave, they're pretty well protected. 3 times I wrote that Velvet Remedy returns. This is why I have to pare it down.
I know.
One of God's children, Cage, says, so from what I understand, Fluttershy caused the apocalypse, so that would make Velvet a follower of the apocalypse. And she kind of takes pride in that name. Like, yeah, sure, I'm a follower of the apocalypse. And she takes that moniker for her little group that she builds later on. Cage and Reggie, Regina, but they call her Reggie for short, join Pip on their next quest. No arguments. They're trying to get info on what the Enclave is planning with the single pony Pegasus project is, and they meet another one of Calamity's brothers who says they're gonna blow up this ship because they think that we're compromised. So get me out of here, and I'll get you whatever plans you need. Why are you helping us? Because fuck these guys.
Basically.
And I never had bad intentions with my brother. I regret it. I fell in with bullying him. That doesn't make up for it, but most of them have some kind of regret, remorse from it, which is something. They can do more, but it's a start. Cage doesn't make it out alive. So I forget if they're twins or just siblings. If they're twins, it's way harsher, but Reggie takes that really hard. The Enclave's number 1 enemy is Red Eye. The second is DJ Pony, obviously because they broadcast across the wasteland and inspire people to be better. The doctor that does the memory orb stuff can't have the memory orb on the Wonderbolts one at a time, but he has a spell that can broadcast it all at the same time. If they can all get together, he can just do it all at once. So he comes along. They head to the Everfree Forest, which is, I think, another reference to the My Little Pony show. The only place that has trees growing and healthy. And for part of the story has been set on fire. Someone's been burning it down, supposedly Red Eye. And I'm just going to jump ahead and say that they're not actually burning the forest down. They do have a bypass spell. Whatever flamethrower or fire magic they're using is not burning the trees, but it's burning the moss on the trees, which is actually plantified creatures, which may have been the forest with the man tree in Fallout 3.
Oh, I was thinking the that one vault with
in New Vegas.
Yeah.
That was my other thought was, yeah, they're green moss or black moss on the trees, and they're like everything. They're ponies, manticores, cockatrices.
Yeah.
But the fire's not actually burning the forest. The medic who's coming with him reveals that he feels a deep kinship to homage and owes her a lot for like there's a secret council within Ten Pony that I kind of skipped over, but they both joined the council. Homage was single at the time because her girlfriend had died somehow, and the medic was kicked out of his group. I don't know if it was a stable or just the town he was living in, because he was gay, and they're like, hey, we need to build our population, so get. Which is, it's super shitty. It's not like we can't condone your lifestyle. It's like, you're not a breeder.
Bro.
Yeah. But they felt a kinship in just like that community. That,
oh
like,
my God.
Which is it's cute. The council also wants to see all the memory orbs that Pip produced, because they only hear about her on the radio and they wanted to see if she's the real deal. And so he says that, oh yeah, we all watched all your memories, got the memory orbs regarding the goddess. So we trust you. We have your back. Memory orb number 8, which is you and Homage. I didn't show it to anyone else, and I deleted it from my mind because I didn't want to see my best friend like that.
Okay.
If they, what did I say here? That one was private, and he didn't want to see his good friend Homage so intimately. If they really were good friends, he would hype her shit up. Subscribe to her Pony Up so you can see her dressage. Bucket naked. Woo!
That's insane. Was that like written at like
No,
2 a.m.? That's crazy.
I think I wrote that at work.
Oh my God. You're deranged.
Oh. So they reach the Everfree Forest. By that point, the Wonderbolts have caught up to them, and they kind of crash land. They come across a tree strangely colored, just like Fluttershy. It's pink and yellow, and that's interesting because most others are tree colored. Vines suddenly attack, and they're like, these vines are sentient. This is bad. It's not going the way that you think it's going. Zenith at one point said that her stripes, she feels like her stripes are wounds, and it was better if she didn't have them. So they start flaying the stripes off of her skin.
That's brutal.
The vines are called the Killing Joke. It's a play on the
Batman?
No, I think it was like Poison Joke or something. It's another My Little Pony thing that I don't fully know, but it's, a mega spelled version of that. At one point, Reggie gets wounded, and Pip's like, oh God, I hope she doesn't say anything about, like, it should have been me who died instead of my brother, or I wish my brother were here, like, in my place instead of me, because who knows how literally the vines are going to take that. But they were able to get Zenith out of there. She's super injured. Pip uses that blood magic that she suddenly knows to basically wrap her in a cast, like a blood cast. But it stops her from bleeding out. And the doctor's like, hey, that's really fucked up and cool.
Oh my God.
And I'm a doctor. I see a lot of, shit, and that's, mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
I don't think I have Jewish ponies. I don't know. I don't watch the show.
They worship friendship and magic.
Zenith is healed while the Wonderbolts attack, while cockatrices join the party, which are chicken-headed dragon things. I looked them up. They're really weird looking, and I kind of want to know more about them. Like, they're mythical creatures, but I just want to see what they're about. I guess some of them have the magic to kind of petrify them and turn enemies into stone, so that's what they do to one of the Wonderbolts. The group is able to capture one and force them to undo the magic, and they will let them go, which they do. But then, as the Wonderbolt is recovering, they're like, hey, check out this memory orb. So one by one, they're going through and like trying to convert them.
Yeah.
Something happens, and Pip's cutie mark gets burned off, like accidentally. But that was not really her pride, but because she was the last one of her like age group to get a cutie mark, it's always been like really personal to her. And like,
Well, it's because like you thought you weren't going to get it, and you get it, and then you're like,
Yeah, and
Now it's gone.
as stupid as it was for it being a pit buck, that it was her cutie mark. So she like
It might
laments
have been ugly, but it was mine.
Exactly. And it's on both of her sides because that makes it really easy to animate. So like one side is completely burned off, the other side's fine. She still takes that really hard. It might be fixable with the right kind of healing magic. I don't remember if that comes back or not.
You're like, bitch.
Plus, looking at Reggie, who's now lost her brother, and Zenith is fighting for her life, her cutie mark is the least of her concerns.
Yeah.
I get to all my fight and just look at it like, God damn it.
Motherfucker.
And Alcorn joins the fray, but kind of is protecting Pip in the group. They start talking with her telepathically. They said they've joined Red Eye now that the goddess is gone, and so many voices start coming in from like just all in her head, telling her to take out her gun, turn it on Velvet Remedy, and fire. She takes out her gun, aims at Velvet Remedy, but is able to resist. Like they're not influencing her in like a physical way, but they're telling me to do it, and my head is filled with nothing else is the only thing I could think of, so that's what I'm going to do. But she's able to resist actually shooting. All the voices disappear, and they say, like, I don't know if I wrote it down, but, like, tell Red Eye she is ready. Something like that. Hellhounds also attack, so it's just a free-for-all at this point. Most of them get taken out. An albino one gets injured, but Velvet, it's supposed to be an enemy, but she starts healing it. It starts talking. Most creatures don't talk. They do meet a Brahmin at one point, which I had forgotten about. A 2-headed Brahmin. Both heads talk, and they're like, that shouldn't happen, right? Yeah, there's no way that that 2-headed Brahmin should be talking. Oh no, it talks. It's not a like one-off thing. Just some of them can talk. So the Hellhound speaks and is like, "Why are you healing me? We're enemies. You still deserve to like have a chance to live." And he's like, "That's really weird, but thank you, I guess." He protects them a little bit. He's still injured, but he also teaches them how to make a nuka grenade, or their version of a nuka grenade, which is sparkle cola, carrot flavored cola, which I can't imagine.
I feel like there's definitely a carrot flavored
In Japan, maybe.
soda. Well, no, there's like a grass soda.
That's fair. Like a Jones exclusive thing.
Ow, fuck.
Yeah, tell Red Eye she passed.
Wait, what?
The words the Alicorn said were tell Red Eye she passed. So like them trying to get Pip to shoot Velvet was a test of some kind.
Oh, okay.
They find an uninhabited zebra shack to rest. That was hard to say. It actually turns out to be Zakura's from before the war. The Hellhound spews some propaganda. He's been fed. Like all sides have anti-other propaganda. The zebras are savages, and they just want to disrupt your way of living. The Pegasus get that the Equestria is uninhabitable, and it's not worth going down there. Hellhounds get the same thing. Ponies kind of bad. It's almost like war never changes. There's a farm or a shack somewhere that they just want people to stay. They want to be left alone. So many Hellhounds have those helmets that make them under the Enclave control. These ones just wanted to be left alone, which is why they came to the forest in the first place. But there's a shack nearby where they have set up wearing a stealth cloak, or maybe I think a stealth cloak on their head. So they're the headless pony, and they just use that to scare off anyone from like going near them. So it's like it's a Scooby-Doo bit. In the shack, they find a carved stone plate that says, "When the 5 are present, a spark will cause the 6th to be revealed." Don't know what that's about. Enclave come in. Their ships are called Raptors. When all of a sudden, they think this is it. We're doomed. All of a sudden, the Raptors are going down one by one, and there is one creature attacking them. They're calling it a demon. But also that red mist that makes things sticky and like forces an evolution. It's like filling these ships one by one. And just jumping ahead to when we find out what that is, it is Lionheart, which is a Canterlot guard, I think, who was ghoulified. They just survived all this time, but they've stayed loyal to ponies and anti-enclave. They also have a this may have been in the chapter that I didn't complete because it was 4.5 hours long. They have a companion called Mouse, who is a mouse, but they basically produce the red mist to keep everyone safe. They can basically conjure a shield into like a little hamster ball, which just fills with the mist, but it keeps everyone safe. Yeah, they're taking down the enclave because, for the kingdom. The kingdom doesn't exist, but we'll take what we can get. And they're calling it a demon. Pip resists the call of party time Mintals. Thousands of Red Eye's followers fight the enclave. Since they're not going into Merit Pony, they're all waiting. The enclave are waiting just outside Philadelphia, which is where like the huge battle is going to be. There is a cathedral of some sort, which is where Red Eye's plan is going to come to fruition. He's going to become a goddess, and ascend. Because he has the IMP, the potion that you feel cold, vent.
Oh. I was just being hit with cold air, and I'm like, what is happening?
Being onslaughted.
The chamber where he's gonna ascend, he's got the potion. Pip stealthily sneaks in when all of a sudden Calamity's brother, Autumn Leaf, also comes in. And they're monologuing back and forth. You can't do this. Oh, watch me. I think he's an Earth Pony, maybe. Autumn Leaf is a Pegasus. Pip is a unicorn. So they got like all three main species right there. And Red Eye knows that Pip is around. So basically, join me. We can become a god. And like, we all want the same thing, is to like make a better world, and we can do that together, despite them all having differences. And Pip and Red Eye are like, no, I kind of fucking hate that guy. I hate you too. Like, this seems like a bad plan. Pip projects Red Eye saying, Red Eye says, if left to their own devices without us, they would collapse back into the same routines that have kept them under the hoof of the equestrian wasteland for 200 years. Ponies never change.
I thought that was going to be the end. Just that, like,
that
would have
been
like a final note.
That would have been like
yeah. Red Eye has captured Pip's friends and has captured her friends. He is wearing a zebra bomb collar reprogrammed. So if it's a dead man switch, if he gets killed, a whole bunch of other bombs will go off. No one will survive. So what you gonna do about it? Autumn Leaf activates a signal, and hellhounds sprout from the ground, even digging through the vat of the potion that is supposed to make them ascend. In the fracas, Autumn Leaf shoots Red Eye. He's dying, not dead yet. Pip broadcasts. I kind of skipped over it because it happened so often. I think it's in New Vegas. There's like a rebroadcasting signal static that just kind of messes with you. It messes with your head and can kill you. But
no, I'm like, the lights are messing with my head, and they're going to kill me.
I'm trying to speed up here. But it jams all channels. So the when Red Eye does die, the bomb doesn't go off. Mm-hmm. Red Eye falls to his death. Oh, because of the detonation signal being blocked, the Hellhound signals are also blocked, so they turn on Autumn Leaf and attack him. Pip defeats the Hellhounds, kind of rescues Autumn Leaf, and says, hey, if you heal me and get me out of here, I can help disarm all the other collars. Mm-hmm. And Pip goes, bad. They disarm all the collars, everything is fine, and Pip says, yeah, I decided I would save you, and then shoots him. Badass. So, Red-Eye's been dealt with. They still have the Enclave to deal with, and Pip decides that she's going to need to be the one to control the single pony project, which very similar to the project from Fallout 3 them blanking on. It's basically entering a chamber and you save the wasteland, but sacrifice one for, millions.
Right, so she sacrifices her life to do it?
If she enters the single pony project, radiation will... If you're going by Fallout, it will bombard her. You will be irradiated to death, but your life will also fully cleanse the water source of contamination. Rescuing, saving the land. And is it worth it? Let me work it. Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yep.
Anywho.
Is it raining? No, it's sunny out. I hear tippy taps.
Because of the vent over here, something over here is doing a flap.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm not entirely sure what. Sorry.
Got that old man leg.
Yeah. Zenith finally wakes and she gets... That was butters.
I know.
She gets to alchemizing. They get to Philadelphia and the number 2 to Red Eye. Zenith goes after her for kidnapping her and torturing her for all that time. They fight. It's got fight off screen basically. Zenith is losing. The slaver is standing over her when all of a sudden Zenith's daughter shows up and kills the slaver. Get away from my mother. And that's pretty cool. God says she's gonna retire from mercenary work. I call it merc work.
Work.
And run Shattered Hoof just as a normal town, but we'll also take Philadelphia if Pip doesn't want it. Get rid of the slavery. Keep the slaves. Erase the slavery.
Unenslave the slaves.
Yes. Velvet is talking about opening a school for medics and helping people, calling them followers of the apocalypse. The Hellhound mentions another Hellhound who wants to be left even more alone because he's deaf and senile. He's also incredibly strong and hates the Enclave with fiery passion of 1,000 suns. Nice. So if they can get him, that'd be also pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
But it's basically every pony who's still on Pip's side shows up. Even Abed shows up via Spritebot just to support her. They all meet at Spike's cave just for one last hurrah. And Silverbell has been busy at work. Spike, as the dragon eats gems, she's been taking those gems and decorating, making murals on the cave wall, which I think is adorable. But that's also where the Garden of Equestria is. And Pip's we got to have most, if not all, of the virtues here. Because she realizes, Velvet Remedy is kindness. I thought for a while that Dissy was gonna be generosity because she's always just giving stuff out for free. When she was giving out medical supplies, she's like, pay me muffins. Calamity is loyalty because he's been there since the beginning of the story, basically. Magic and generosity are never specifically mentioned, but the Guardian of Equestria does get activated and will heal the land. It'll fix it. I don't know who the other are. I do have a theory that Pip is the virtue of magic because she's brought all these people together. Friendship is magic. That may just be subtext that I'm not getting, or it's a fan theory on my end, but it fits. The Steel Rangers join the Applejack Rangers. We're gonna fight on this side for once, and Spike reluctantly lets them all in for this. He also promises to join the fight, fight the good fight. A whole bunch of shit goes down, a lot of fighting. Almost everyone survives. This is very Sarah J. Maasee. Yeah, I think they all make it. Yeah. But the plan is for Ditsy to do another toxic rad boom in the middle of Philadelphia, which will open up the sky or maybe it's Manhattan, just long enough for to power Celestia Prime. Use that laser to take out a bunch of Enclave ships. And since the Enclave is going to be busy attacking Philadelphia, Pip is going to Cloudsdale to enter the Single Pony Project. They're going to have a skeleton crew. It should be easy. Pip says once she gets there, she's going to do what she does best. And here's some quotes. Drop something heavy on it? Calamity asked. Get shot full of holes? Velvet Remedy offered Riley. Stare at flanks? Reggie snarked. Orgasm? Homage? Scribbling swiftly, Ditsy offered up. Squeak and blush? God, what I have to deal with. God pipes up. Leave me out of this one, kid. Pip is the most important. She is the spark that brought everyone together. Not just the elements, but everyone. If Pip merges with the Single Pony Project, she won't see Homage anymore. They realize that this is a sacrificial mission, but it's not the getting to a chamber being irradiated. It's a supercomputer. It's another one of those you can merge your mind with it. And Homage points out that if you merge with it, you'll have access to all the towers in the wasteland, which is what I want. So if you want to give me control, we can both spread whatever messages we want. And Pip's like, yeah, okay, that'd be cool. I'd be able to, be the eyes and ears that you were for so many years. And Homage goes, yeah, I'm gonna have to, get an outside shower. And Pip goes, why are you gonna have to get an outside shower? Because you'll be able to see and hear everything. And it's just another reason to, instance of making her squeak and blush. There's a shield she feels like she can get through. I think that's where the Alicorn thing comes in. I'm not entirely sure. She can't get past it. No magic, nothing. There's no way to open it. She feels trapped. She thinks about it and she has a crazy idea. She calls Spike over and says, I need you to burn me, set me on fire. He goes, no. So he had lied, or Pip had lied to him about Twilight Sparkle's fate. Said, "Oh, she died peacefully. It was totally fine."
Mm-hmm.
And she tells him, "Oh no, it was terrible. She merged with a goddess. She drowned in a potion. She may still be out there, but she's not herself." And he's so enraged, he sets her on fire. But just like the Black Book, she doesn't burn. She gets teleported to Celestia, who is inside the Single Pony Project. She has tried to merge her mind with the computer. I think it was Rainbow Dash said, that's given one pony a lot of power, and no one pony should have all that power. Something, just past the hours, count the hours. Lyrics, I don't know. So I'm gonna, not give them as much power as they wanted, because that's dangerous. So Celestia pops up, Princess Luna pops up on screen, is basically, get out of here, you. Pip says, no, I gotta save my friends. So she turns into Celestia. I was Celestia the whole time. I just wanted to keep out intruders. The Enclave that Spike burned earlier, her charred corpse is there too. So whatever magic he has, doesn't, it hurts them, but it teleports them to Celestia, wherever she may be at. And Celestia, while as a computer, talks with Pip, is this really what you want? Do you think you can do this? Kind of thing. And Pip goes, I got no other choice. A whole bunch of philosophical pondering. This is her mission. Her virtue is sacrifice. I really don't think it is. I understand where she's coming from, though. But she gets into the Single Pony Project, and I think I have stuff for that. It kind of just cuts. She gets in, and that was my story. And then jumps 10 years later. Things are still contentious, but it's a whole lot better. It's very rare to see raider caravans out there. Since Zenith is back, they are able to use the Killing Joke vines to make an antidote that turns the Fluttershy tree back into like the original pony. And they're really scared because what if, I mean, she's 200 years old. What if she turns back into herself, but then immediately ages or dies?
Mm.
And Velvet just goes, well, then she, like, will take it as it comes, but she won't be this anymore. She will have died as herself. She will, her memory will be intact, kind of thing. Sunshine and rainbows fill the sky. A lot of clouds are gone. Food, grass, agriculture growing across the land. Thanks to the Garden of Equestria, water's flowing freely. Most of the radiation is gone, which is kind of a bummer for Ditsy Doo and Lionheart, who have gotten married.
Mm-hmm.
But they will go just to the outskirts of Equestria and bring back irradiated water for any non-feral ghouls in the area that need to heal up. So they can live peaceful lives. DJ Pony interviews Velvet. Can I call you VR? No. She has married Calamity, and it literally says, with sufficient exercise and nagging, he'll be back to full strength after his surgery. So he got severely wounded in battle, and I think he's also some kind of cyber pony. Velvet asks DJ Pony how they are doing, and they say life. Life always changes. They're really going hard at the end here. So then it cuts to 10 years later. Fluttershy is reading like that entire story, the story of Little Pip, to a bunch of foals, and kind of thinks to herself, this isn't just the story of Little Pip, this is like the story of us, how we came back from nothing. Velvet is the leader of the followers of the Apocalypse, who's no longer scarce. Also because the radiation is gone, Red Eye had a whole bunch of powerful engines that ran on radiation that now just suddenly shut down, so that now they're going, well, how do we bring power back to the, I'm finishing up, to the waste. I feel the
same way as her.
Let me out. Let me out. They also use, the reason the Alicorns were, joined Red Eye's side was because they want males. They want stallions. They want to reproduce naturally and not just through magical potions.
Mm-hmm.
So they use the Killing Joke, makes a potion from that turns females into males. And they are able to reproduce naturally Alicorn foals. Calamity returns with his caravan. Princess Paladin Silverbell is excited for Ditsy Doo and Lionheart to come back. Fluttershy picks up the albino hellhound because she was going to talk to the council about a hellhound sanctuary. The hellhounds are at the brink of extinction, and her just being kindness is that. Yeah, we got a lot of problems with you guys, but doesn't mean you should go extinct. And it ends there with her about to walk in and make her case. And Homage will visit the Single Pony Project every couple of months, every year or so, and just spend a day with Pip as a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets a happy ending. Almost everyone has come back in some way, and like I said, no one dies except for the bad guys and Little Pip.
Little Pip.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That was such an in-depth story.
I know. I loved it.
Dude needs to be an actual writer, though.
Yeah, I know there's a couple projects that have tried to animate it in one form or another, but they never reach the end because that stuff is hard. The only other stuff I wrote down that I thought I wanted to bring up is Pip will go into memory orbs of Pinkie Pies, and Pinkie Pies will address Lil Pip. So in the moment, in the past, the other ponies are looking at her going, who are you talking to? Who is Little Pip? But Pinkie Pie is leaving clues around for Pip to figure things out in the future. I guess the Pinkie Pie does have some kind of precog that I've never known about, but this is 200 years in the future precog, but it's also Doctor Who-y. You know what I'm trying to say.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, timey-wimey or Jeremy Bearimy. I'm leaving messages for someone 200 years in the future to fix things. Which is kind of cool. I think I talked about all of Applejack and Steelhooves. They were basically, when the taint first hit, they were trying to evacuate all the ponies that they could. Applejack runs off to get her families into the vault, or into the stable. But doesn't make it back because the door shut on her. I think I mentioned that part. Steelhooves just think, oh, I really messed up because I killed her best friend. She didn't come back at all. And that's when he doesn't give up, but he gives up going after her. He just lets himself be melded to his suit. And there's a whole bunch of more orbs that give backstory or are references to other things. There's an infamous creepypasta called Cupcakes, where it's a lost episode where Pinkie Pie is making ponies into cupcakes. There's a reference to that. Oh, I heard that someone is... I knew that some ponies were eating others, but I heard that they were baking them into cupcakes. And what kind of wild story is that?
Oh my god.
Just a whole bunch of references to Fallout that I could have put in, but this is long enough already. And this is hopefully the last time that I will start a review without having finished it. When I started the first part, I was nowhere close to being done. I thought, oh man, I really messed up.
I don't think that's necessarily bad, because it's like you're giving an update on the story as you're reading it.
Yeah, but I feel like I could have been more concise in the first part if I had more knowledge. And it's just me jumping into things without knowing what I'm getting myself into.
Me always. My definition of life. Yeah. Jump in head first.
Swim later.
Yeah.
Or don't swim, like that type of Mackinac.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, so check it out. 620,000 words, 40-something.
That's crazy.
Chapters.
That's 6 books.
Yeah.
6+ books.
And again, it's a My Little Pony fanfic. The thing I kept seeing was it has no right being as good as it is.
That person needs to be a writer and write their own original story.
I mean, this was 15 years ago. They
probably are.
They may have. Last I saw that they were trans in one direction or another, so I'm just keeping it as they. They had, like I said, they had given blessings to a couple spin-off stories, and other ones are like, yeah, this is good. It's not canon, but keep doing what you're doing. But for the most part, they stay off the internet. I agree that they do have some real talent.
So it's the guys. It's like 50 Shades of Grey was actually a Twilight fanfiction.
That's happening a lot. Oh, Alchemized was a fanfiction. It was a Harry Potter fanfiction. That's
was it really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening a lot nowadays.
Which I'm okay with. Obviously, me, my first book, I was heavily inspired by Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah.
But now I got my own ideas. But I would never write a fan. I don't know. Well, if you have a good fan fiction, there's another one, I've never read it, but it's a Merlin fan fiction that my friends have read, and it's called Loaded March, I believe, and it was so big that, I think the person was in the process of just changing their names. I wonder if anything came of that, but... Yeah,
most of the time it used to be called, filing off the serial numbers, taking the intellectual property out of it.
This one's a bit hard because you got My Little Pony and Fallout in one. So you'd have to...
And a lot of puns and stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to redo that. But I love just fanfiction writers, man. Hitting gold.
Send us out, Nick, please.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
no, I just can't be under these lights for another second. I'm gonna die. I love you so much.
It used to be called filing off the serial numbers. There's a newer term because it's happening so much more and more. I'll keep it brief. Save a horse. Ride a yap boy.
Yeah, I like that.
Ride a yap boy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Bye.
Bye.
Giddy up.